Welcome to the new Alice tutorial. With this rework, Alice no longer depends on mana to use her abilities, which is a huge change in her kit. Both her skills and passive have been reworked, making her an even more powerful hero in initiations. But, as happens with every rework, the way of playing changes completely and can even make the gameplay a bit more challenging at first. But don't worry. In this video, I'll clearly and simply explain how the new passive and skills work, show some essential combos for you to use in your matches, and in the end, bring builds and tips for you to level up your gameplay and make the most of the new Alice's full potential. Passive. Whenever Alice deals damage to a target using her skills, she gains a crimson stack that lasts for 4 seconds.
Your heart is beating.
Upon reaching 2 stacks, her passive is activated, dealing area damage equal to 30% of her total magic power and 2.5% of the target's total HP, while Alice recovers 3% of her own total HP every 0.5 seconds. Hitting enemy heroes with her skills or with the effect of her passive refreshes the duration. This means the passive can remain active indefinitely, as long as Alice keeps dealing damage to enemy heroes. This continuous effect does not work on minions or jungle monsters. An important advantage of the passive in the jungle is that it deals additional damage based on Alice's level, greatly speeding up her farming. Now that we know how the passive works, let's move to the skills. Skill 1. Alice shoots a sphere of blood energy in a direction, dealing damage to all enemies hit. The skill can be used again to teleport Alice to the sphere's location. After casting the sphere, you can hold the skill to see its location in real time. It can also be used to reveal enemies hiding in bushes. Its range is quite large, offering many advantages both in ganks and escape situations. Skill 2. Alice releases energy in an area around her, dealing damage scaled with her total magic power and applying 70% slow for 1 second to all enemies hit. If the passive is active, this skill deals 300% of the passive's damage and also restores the same amount of HP. Beyond the high damage, this combination grants Alice great sustain during fights. Ultimate. Alice leaps and causes a devastating impact, immobilizing enemies and dealing damage based on her total magic power plus additional max HP. During the leap, she becomes immune to crowd control and receives 50% damage reduction. This skill is extremely useful in teamfights thanks to the high level of resistance and control it provides. Combos. Alice has a good variety of combos, but to keep things simple, let's focus on the most useful ones. The first combo is simple and easy to execute. Use skill 1 in the direction of the target, activate it again to teleport, then use skill 2 to apply slow and finish with the ultimate. In practice, this is Alice's easiest combo. For something bolder, reverse the order. Use the ultimate before teleporting. This combo requires more precision, but has the advantage of applying the ultimate's control much faster. You can also choose to use flicker while executing these combos, reducing the enemy's chances of escaping. These are 2 combos that work very well in matches, but they're not the only ones. Ideally, you should experiment and discover the combo that best fits your playstyle. Build and emblems. After the rework, Alice no longer consumes mana when using her skills. This means that items like Demon Boots or Enchanted Talisman are no longer necessary. The best boot choice for her is Magic Boots, since they provide cooldown reduction and additional HP. Items like Clock of Destiny, Queen's Wings, and Oracle remain excellent options as they grant HP, cooldown reduction, and greatly increase Alice's durability in teamfights. If the goal is to tank even more, Athena's Shield and Antique Cuirass fulfill that role effectively. To focus on damage, Holy Crystal or Glowing Wand can be very useful depending on the enemy composition. Meanwhile, Winter Crown and Immortality can be decisive in critical moments of the match. Regarding emblems, Alice can perform very well with Mage, Support, or Tank, all effective in different situations. As for talents, for the first slot, options like Agility, Vitality, or Inspire bring great benefits. In the second slot, Tenacity or Festival of Blood significantly increase her sustain. In the third slot, Brave Smite, Concussive Blast, or Temporal Rain work very well with Alice. The most recommended battle spells are Flicker or Vengeance, as they provide solid mobility and survivability options. These are some recommended builds for beginners, but feel free to adapt them according to your playstyle and the needs of each match. Before wrapping up the video, here are some tips to maximize your gameplay with the new Alice. Even after the rework, Alice is still a late-game focused hero and won't have much impact at the start of the match. Avoid confronting enemies with high burst damage early on, or you'll end up giving away free kills. The most important thing is to stay alive and secure level 4 before the first turtle, since her ultimate will be a huge help in that fight. Skill 1 is her main initiation tool. It's worth practicing it a lot so you don't miss in crucial moments, as it's a great way to reach the enemy backline without overexposing yourself. Alice's combos are very effective in team fights, but they must be used carefully. Isolating yourself from your team to try a combo and ending up at a disadvantage is a very risky decision. Ideally, you should always execute these plays with your team well synchronized to make the most out of the control she applies. During the use of her ultimate, it's common for enemies to use escape skills to get out of range. In these cases, Flicker can be used to reposition and prevent their escape. If the enemy composition has a lot of damage, Vengeance might be the best spell choice. Alice can also be played in the jungle since her passive deals additional damage to monsters. On top of that, her ultimate is perfect for securing objectives thanks to the immunity gained during the leap. Finally, remember, positioning and farming are priorities in any match with Alice. That was today's tutorial. I really hope this helped, and thank you all for watching until the end.
If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next ones. Thank you so much, and see you next time.